Good, thank you.
Just fine, thank you.
Right. I think it is kind of late. I mean, my apology, but because I have a class, so my class just ended half hours ago. So I thought that, it could be nice to give you guys some catch up and to talk about what's going on and things like that. Yeah, good morning and good evening. Thank you for joining us once again, and really appreciate everyone. And of course, if you guys are kind of like curious about the message that we put up in the announcement, we have been kind of like getting a coordinated attack for I think for the last 48 hours. So it's kind of like we have to put that up very upfront, just to make sure that the people out there knows that are aware of it, and we want to bring that up to the community as well. And it's not about getting ranting about the thing that is going on, but rather building a culture. So that's what we are trying to do here. So I do hope that that message is not giving you guys a sort of like troubles or concern, but if it does, then I apologize for that, because I just want to make sure that everybody is on the same page if we progress further. So I think before I go into an update, maybe Tommy, you want to update the community about the ongoing campaign so that everybody is aware of it, and then so that they can participate in this next campaign.
Yep. So as you know, so that we have the best the most passionate content, the most passionate Sheila going on at the moment. So as we speak that, so for this campaign, so we choose one of the best content that been voted by our community. So that that's activities going on at the moment. So if you wish to participate this campaign, so you can just log on. You can connect your wallet to our dashboard. So you can click on the event and see the list of events. So you can see on that list that the name of the campaigns going on at the moment. So let's just go dashboard. Yep, so you can click on, you can connect that. So you still have about 24 hours to register and to post your link for this campaign. So this campaign has been started around 48 hours before. So that so 48 hours before. So you still have 24 hours to register and to put the link, put your content. So each participant can have 1 to up to 3 contents. So you can put that content. So you shoot for Robo Inu. You talk about Robo Inu, the way you feel, the way you see, how you live Robo Inu, and you can bring the best out of what you can bring out of Robo Inu. So you can tweet on Reddit or Twitter, so you can put your URLs link there, and you can participate on that. So and then after, I think you still have about 24 hours, like I said. So after 24 hours, this campaign will close, and then we start voting about for this. So we have about 48 hours, I think, to vote for this campaign. So I'll just give you the picture of this. So the winner will be the one who will be that favorite content. So whichever content that have the most vote will this this campaign. So the winner will receive 1,000 USDT from our holder. His name is Nick. So that pretty much about this campaign. And V, do you want to update about our marketing and other information?
Well, basically, I know that it's kind of like what we call it, because you guys has been the community is kind of like become worried and things like that when we have a number of holders has been increasing. It's not that the growth is not that fantastic for the last couple of days. So the problems that we identify, because the campaign that we are trying to run, the organic the campaigns, the ad campaign that on Facebook that we've been running, it's kind of like because the account was kind of like got locked or something. So that's the reason why we couldn't kind of like customize exactly the same campaign that as we run previously, because what we have been trying to optimize the SEO and also the ads are based on Binance or how they actually run it. So that is a targeted things that we have been running. So that's why the traffic that coming in and together with the the people that doing the marketing for us, I was like, it's kind of like in combination as being attracting a lot of traffic for before these 2 days that has been happening. So we kind of like identify the root cause. So now what's going to happen is we already brought in an expert coming from the e-com perspective. So and this person kind of like understand about how to run ads as well. So that we are trying to trying our best to kind of like optimize all the campaigns, that the ads campaign that we are running based on from the e-com perspective, in order for us to kind of like to bring in more organic holder and quality holder. And of course, for the people that making a lot of negative comments and things like that on Reddit, rest assured that the team is working behind to prove that these people are wrong. So and of course thing has not been happening, so I'm not going to give you any update about that because it's still an ongoing discussion from my side here. So once that is concrete, then we will publish all those news. Of course, if that go through and everything is go through, then we definitely over deliver what we promised on the roadmap. So and at this point, I don't want to give you guys any promise right now, but what we are trying to do here is to solve the problem that people being negative and people that has been causing a lot of fight that on the Reddit page. So just to solve this problem, and also to make the community become more united, and also have the kind of like a better understanding of what we are doing. Then there is an offline discussion right now. So once that goes through, that we will publish what exactly that is, rather than just give you guys a promise right now about things that have not achieved what we want to achieve. So yeah. So I don't think, and of course, in terms of TikTok and also Telegram, TikTok are there as a kind of like a slightly delay from the marketing company, because the people the influencers kind of like I got some delay from the end, and also we are also waiting for the what we call the non-crypto influencers. So that is already a marketing company already working with them, and now we are waiting for the video, the brief on how we're gonna customize that. And also at the moment right now for the Medium page. So Medium page initially it was supposed to to run by me, and also together with what we call the person's name, the teachers, Brandon's teachers. But we thought that it's kind of like every time we have to go back and forth and wait for the holder, so it getting us a lot of delay. So since the day that we have talking about the Medium until now, we have not launched the page at all. So we decided that we actually brought in the team, the PR team, specializing only in content, and also coming up with the content for the Medium page for Robo Inu, because we thought that Medium is a sort of a medium whereby a platform where it can bring in a lot of organic grow traffic. So that's why we are already working on that content. So let's expect this the first cover is going to go out maybe by end of the weekend. I'm trying to finish that because the content is already there, but I'm now kind of like reading through the content and whether what is something that we want. And also for the first page in terms of introductions about Robo Inu, and also how to guide a user from nowhere to somewhere, and how to get on board with the token. So that is the ultimate objective of having a Medium page. So with a Medium page, with the launch of Medium page, then I believe that we're gonna have a kind of like more organic holder, because I believe that a lot of our European or American or even the Westerners, so all the mostly the Caucasian holder are kind of like very interested in reading the Medium, and also that is also where they can actually look for a legitimate token. So we are looking for launching that early. I will try to get that over the weekend, or it could be early or next week, which is on a Monday or so. And then apart from that, we also launching the King of Twitter, and King of Twitter for February. And we are not talking about, it's kind of like a different format, because we know that a lot of holders here, you have brought in your family members or even your friends or your colleagues. So we want to reward everybody accordingly, meaning that we're going to have 2 prizes. And of course, in terms of the prize, we yet to decide on the amount, or I'm not sure whether we decided the amount, but we're going to have 3 prizes comparing to the January King of Twitter. And this campaign is going to be, let's say, for example, right now, I'm going to introduce and tell Tommy that, okay, Tommy, Robo Inu is good. Let's buy some Robo Inu. Okay. So that was when, Tommy bought a Robo Inu, and then he become a holder, right? And through my referral. So that's how are we going to enter this campaign is that I'm going to go into my dashboard, and then I'm going to click generate a code, and that code is become my referral code. So that is a monthly referral code. And then I'm going to pass that to Tommy. Okay. So Tommy, and then he have to connect with the dashboard and then enter that referral code. And then that referral code allow, both Tommy and also myself get 1 point. So we're going to go through a referral point system, meaning that the person who have the most number of points will become the winner for that particular month. And of course, we're going to give out free prizes for during the month. So we're going to kind of like change this King of Twitter become something that, more specialized and more focused rather in that sense, because we want more kind of like engagement between the community, because maybe some people are not, social media genius, so but they can be a very, a good agent, a marketing agent for Robo Inu, or on the other hand. So that's why we decided that launching this type of campaign, we want to try it out and see how it works. And then of course, in a macro level, definitely there is a hidden meaning behind that as well. At least that whether your family or whoever that you are talking to, so from this family to that family, so at least you can get whatever that or tell people to buy the token, then you can get some reward back from what it is. So that's what we are trying to do it here. And we hope that when we launch this campaign after next campaign, then it becomes something that is more attractive to the people in the community right now, rather than and of course at the same time the people that tweeting on Twitter or things like that, definitely if you guys can engage those things, then you can also use that referral code on your account to actually tell the audience that, okay, this is my referral code. And I believe that this is something that not other token has done before. And also due to the security and everything that so then go through our dashboard, and rest assured that our dashboard, because we have invested in our Amazon cloud server, so with that being from the security perspective, then it's not going to be you're going to have a the DDoS attack or anything, the hacker, things like that, because as from Amazon's cloud server, right? So and that will be the foundation for our wallet as well. So in terms of the product development wise, the dev team are already started recruiting people to join developer, meaning that the coder programmer. So basically they're going to work very closely with me, because At the moment right now, we are not have an intention to have a BA in between, the business analyst, the people that, going to write the documents and things like that. So I will take that role as well. Because at the moment, we just want to, get that kind of communication closely between the team. So whatever that happened, like the box or whatever the requirements, then we just escalate to the developer, and they will just straight away start working on it, rather than have to go through the entire process that you have to submit the queries, and then the CR or whatever the enhancement, then the people have to work on it through a system. So, but that is in a long term. From a macro perspective, we definitely go into that direction as well. If we actually move on from a Robo wallet, or Robo wallet actually go into the stage whereby it requires manpower to go into it. So I think in terms of development wise, we can see that some positive things from there, because at the moment right now, the developer already started working on the wallet, and we also started talking about the UI UX and also the car feature that we want to support at the initial state. And also I do read all the comments, and also the feedback on the Reddit page, as well as on Facebook, as well as on Twitter. So the kind of the kind of usage, or the kind of features that you guys want to put into Robo wallet, we actually we put it in a paper, and we want to see that which features that can be prioritized for development. But of course, whatever it is, we still have to stick to our original ideas, meaning that this Robo wallet, what is the aim, what is the goal, and what is the purpose of that. So whatever that comments, whatever that feature that need to be enhanced, then it have to be taken into consideration, that okay, whether it's gonna be support the cross bordering, or it's gonna be tracking of expenses. So these two are the core of our Robo wallet, and also because of the fact that we want this Robo wallet to be eventually be able to support the partner token as well. If we have the plan to partner with other token, like let's say for example Shiba or whatever token out there, then this Robo wallet is have that capability to hold this token as well, in order for them to actually to make use of our Robo wallet to kind of like to send the token, and then the other end can also receive the fiat money in the bank account. But of course, how the Robo holder kind of like get the advantages is because you have the Robo Inus token in your wallet, then probably you will need to pay the fee lesser. It doesn't typically earn the exchange, like for example Binance or KuCoin or MSC. If you have a KCS or KuCoin coin or token, or maybe BNB token, then probably when you do trading on those platforms, like whether you do a spot trading or the future trading or margin, so you're gonna get the discount. So we kind of like working around things. So we also understand that. So that's why this Robo wallet, if you, let's say for example, if I transfer 1 million tokens of Robo Inu, then let's say for example my parents are going to receive $100, let's say for example, and then I need to have certain fee in between, right? So that was when, if I have a Robo Inu token, the fee that I pay is going to be less than the people that using Shiba Inu to send to the other end, and then they don't have the Robo Inu in their wallet to pay for the fee. So this is the kind of the concept that we want to do for Robo wallet, when it comes down to how the Robo Inu holders kind of like get the advantage. So so I think with that, and of course for the marketing, we do have the file that in our Google document. So basically this document has been updated since 2nd of February. So once the campaign has to be completed, then I will make sure that whatever that I've been doing, whether it's Telegram or TikTok, wherever it is, we're gonna share everything there for you guys. But of course, we already expanded one more campaign with the previous company that do for us, the current company. about sharing. So we thought that, because we have been seeing a lot of attractions from our Reddit page, so we actually extended one more campaign, meaning that sharing on Reddit as well as Discord, because we see that a lot of people on Discord that join the group, but however it's not as interactive comparing to Telegram. So we also want to build the Discord channel together with the Reddit channel, so that we can build up that two community together, because eventually why our Discord, because we want to do a lot of AMA and VC on Discord as well. So that is what the whole ideas or the whole intentions of building the Discord server. So, and of course, as I mentioned about the VC of the outside community. So at the moment right now, we are still trying to locate which community kind of like understand, and also kind of like, kind of like reaching out to these people and understand whether their community is legitimate, and also understand how is that going to be benefit us and things like that. So all these things, we're gonna try to show ourselves more often to the outside community. That's what the plan as well, and we are working on it together with whatever the current campaign that's going on, because we thought that the kind of interaction like now with us between you guys, it bringing a lot of more confidence, as well as the organic traffic from the holder perspective. So yep, I think that's all I have for you guys. If you guys have any question, then just feel free to talk.
You guys have any questions about what we were talking about, like our marketing and our upcoming campaign as well on our from our dashboard? I just want to say something about like things, just like we have to comment and we have to write a text to tell our holders. So it's very like it's very a bit upset for me to see that things like happen. Some of our holders, some of our investors, like they don't have the patience. So you like just want to get rich overnight. So they have been coming around. That's why you have two things going on Reddit. If you are on Reddit stuff, so you see that some of the comment or some of the posts like why like about some of the holders just keeps, but we don't have the control for everything. We cannot control anyone. We cannot force anyone to buy, or we cannot stop anyone from selling. So that's the point here. And this Robo Inu was a fair launch. It wasn't a pre-sale, so people mistake that. So I'm also a early investor after the fair launch as well. So everyone here was an early investor, so there wasn't a pre-sale. So please don't mistake that. And if you're not sure what other holder are talking about, or that threat like talking about, please don't comment about negative stuff, like negative thinking or create. But please, like, it's very very sensitive on our social and other. So it's very like bad for our new investor or like potential investor to come in and look at those content and see what happened, what is going on our sub, like on our Reddit, Twitters, or other social media. So what we try to, like, you have the right to speak, you have the right to comment, you have the right to suggest that, but the thing is, the thing like you're not sure, or the thing like we already explained to you, thing that we cannot control, like the market sentiment, like how the other how like the big, like the king like Bitcoin or Ethereum can affect us. We cannot control that, and we cannot control our holder to buy or to sell. So that things, please, like, it's very like bring the mood down, bring the market sentiment down. So if you have something to say or something you want to speak, please, like we recommend like you should bring the positive, the good way to promote, to share about Robo Inu on our page, to bring more potential investors. So if you want the good thing to happen to our project, so you should do it the good thing too. So that's all I want to say about that.
The reason why I'm very particular about the community, because based on experience that I have running a couple of tokens, I mean 2 tokens in the past, and I realized that it's kind of like very saddening that when the token grow to a certain extent, and then the community started being ignored, and whatever the community say is not being heard. However, this at the moment right now we have only 2,000 people. But if imagine if we hit this number to like 5 times more, which is 10,000 people, and imagine if this is a kind of the community being very negative and being very toxic and things like that. So if we don't even bother explaining and things like that, I don't think that we have even bother coming up here and talk to you guys. I mean I'm a very democratic person, and even I always promote autonomy, because that is where you can have the platform, you can speak your mind and nobody can control you and things like that. However, there's certain thing that as I mentioned earlier, when you join a company, you need to follow that company's rules, whether you want it or not. So you want to resign from the company, or you have to succumb to it and then follow that. But of course, I believe that what we have been trying to do with the community is for the sake of the entire community, which is the positivity. So that means that if 2,000 people if 2,000 people are being very positive, and that's this positivity become vibrations, and is gonna is spread, is contagious. Negativity is contagious, but positivity is also contagious. So why are we choosing to be positive and negative rather than being positive, right? So it's the same thing. I mean, there's a lot of things that we cannot control. I mean, in terms of the people's mindset. Maybe one day, maybe I'm just saying, for example, maybe Robo, maybe one day or tomorrow he will say that, oh, I don't like you V anymore, or whatever. You can actually say that kind of thing, but because I don't know, because this is all your emotion, your sentiments and your feelings and that is something that I cannot control. But what I can control, what I can detect is the visions of this token. And because there's a lot of tokens out there that you can choose to invest. I mean, even if myself, if you come to me the kind of recommended investment, then I would be gladly to tell you what should you invest in. I mean, if even like Polkadot, Chainlinks or Near, so we do promote the kind of sharing of knowledge. We don't we don't remove people because of the fact that they are discussing in certain posts certain token on Reddit page or even Facebook or Telegram. If you see that, you guys see that how we communicate, so we are pretty okay. The reason why is because every single token is different, and the way maybe one day, if what we are doing right now in terms of the ideas, the roadmap, or maybe even the campaign that we are running right now, maybe some people can imitate us. It is very easy because this market is like that, right? If it's the same thing, if you are a salesperson, if this your competitor are doing this kind of referral kind of relationship kind of sales, then if of course your boss will definitely to tell you to adopt things that can bring more sales, right? So it's a very normal thing. But the thing what I'm trying to tell is it's the same campaign, but the difference is going to be, the result is going to be different of the person who execute it. So that is the difference. So at the end of the day, what kind of result will determine the kind of the value of the people, because when the plan is exactly the same, plan A and plan B, it's a copy and paste, so there's no difference at all in terms of the ideas and the other. But when it comes to ideas, it can be the same, but in terms of the executions, it might be different because it comes to the people level already. So that's the reason why we have been trying to emphasize, because we really hope that to build this community until whether we are hitting 10,000 people or even even 20,000 people or 50,000 people. And then that was when I would like to the community to start up to become a moderator and the kind of admin that you guys can help out to the people out there that they need help, rather than, just spam in the Reddit or whatever it is, and without getting an answer. And I know that getting no answer is very frustrating, and sometimes you become lost too, because you don't know what is going on. And that's why for the Reddit page that I have been personally using the official account to respond to one by one. So irregardless that kind of concern is whether it relates to the token or things like that, so I do respond to every single holder. But of course, or until the when we hit 10,000 holder or even 20,000 holder, maybe I will not have that kind of capability to respond to one by one. However, I will make sure that there will be a designated person there who is knowledgeable enough to kind of like to respond to the community, because that is still our key visions as we move forward. Because as I mentioned earlier, a company will not be sustained if you don't have the people. So the people, if we don't because at the end of the day, if this Robo wallet is ready, then I really hope that every single Robo holder in Discord or even in the community, whether we have a 5,000 holder or even 10,000 holder, during that time we already you guys will become a very a marketing agent, or you guys become a salespeople for Robo Inu, meaning that you are promoting this Robo wallet and teaching people on how to use it, rather than we the people that running from the back end have to tell one by one. And that's why we believe that the collaboration and the kind of partnership will make us stronger, not just by working solo and you break down all that solo and break down all that individualism and work partner collaboratively together. That is the only key for us to be to be successful, to succeed, and also in a long-term sustainability. So that's what we believe, and that's why the reason why we cannot tolerate things that that we have been trying to explain to the community. However, these people refuse to listen, or they don't want to accept our answer or things like that. But of course, if any question that we answer you guys on Reddit or even Facebook, I mean, I don't like to entertain people. I don't like to entertain questions on Twitter. Of course, I do encounter things like that, but because that is a public space. So if and we do have a proper channel to address all these concerns, whether it's questions or doubts or anything like that. So feel free to post your questions, anything on Reddit, Facebook, or even Telegram, because that is the quickest channel for us to attend to you guys. But of course, I'm not a fan of responding on Twitter, because it's an open space and it's a social media, right? So if a potential holder or things like that I mean, if an existing holder, then I don't advocate that, because for existing holder, from the PR perspective, from branding perspective, if you are posting a questions and you are actually holding Robo Inu and you are posting your questions on your Twitter account, and then or you comment on our official post and then talking about something something that you are in doubts, that means that we basically we don't have an engagement with the community at all. Why somebody had to post on social media rather than just come directly to us, that Telegram or Reddit or Facebook group. So that is why we have that certain channel to address to the community. So if I will not entertain any question that commented on our official post or with regarding to listing or things like that. I mean, if anyone have a question, feel free to join us here in the court, or maybe you can just post your question here on Telegram or even Reddit or Facebook. I will make sure that somebody will answer you, or either a moderator or even any of our admin will answer those questions. So, and of course, this is not, ranting, or this is not, getting pissed off or getting angry or whatever. No, I'm just trying to build a culture here. So if I don't inculcate this culture from today onwards, like 2,000 holder, then probably if we get to 10,000 holder, 20,000 holder, it becomes something a mess. If you have been in crypto even maybe longer than me, or maybe even more experienced than me, you have seen a lot of things in this crypto space. But you have seen a lot of token out there that already suddenly become very toxic, become very negative, and the people just do things that how they want it. And you know, so looking from an investor perspective, I mean, if a venture capital or a bigger investor that want to join the token and looking on this branding, it already turned me off completely. Because if the I don't know how busy or a CEO of companies or a leader of companies or anything like that. But if a community have a question, we need to have a proper channel to address all that. To you know, even if that person that who responsible for answering those questions is busy, then they should you know, dedicate all these tasks to somebody who is that kind of capability to answer to the community. So as long as you are holding Robo Inu, and as long as I'm here running this token, this will be the way to go forward. So even if we have a 5,000 holder, 10,000 holder, as long as you have a question, we will be answering you. But whether it's I, Tommy, or somebody else in the future when we grow bigger, there will be somebody to answer your questions. So I hope that giving you guys a kind of like, you know, kind of confidence and the kind of conviction that you know or who you want to invest into. And of course, since day one, the people here know me. I never ask people to go and buy the token, or even, you know, if somebody sold the token, I will tell people to go and buy the dip and things like that. I mean, if I buy the dip, I will use my money to go and buy the dip. But if I'm not telling even Tommy or Terry, I will not allow them to actually to tell the community to go and buy the dip and things like that. What we can do right now as the people running behind this project is to give you guys, you know, the certainty and also the convictions and the confidence in investing into this token, just like any other stock or any other company that you are investing in. Because our ambition is just way more than just any you know, coin out there. It's just looking at exchange or first day exchange and like that, because we really want to make this you know, become something that we can walk away, that's something that we actually, when we look back, we actually did something impactful to the people. So that's what the entire visions of Robo Inu. So I hope that giving you guys a kind of like assurance and things like that. But if you guys have any question, you guys have any concern, then feel free to speak up.
If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself now, or you want to say something, you can unmute yourself and talk to us now. So I just want to comment something about, you know, we know that we have to admit that, you know, there is some day that, you know, we really high, some days really low. Like sometimes we, you know, we jump, like we get a lot of buy in like in 1 hour, or in that day, or even in the whole week, like we got a lot of buy. Our turnover, I mean, like our daily volume and our turnover, like pretty much the turnover is really high, and everyone is very positive. But you know, some day is like some of the business is like the circle, you know, sometimes it's a very quiet day. But I think in that quiet day, you know, we still have to stay high, we still have to stay positive. I know it's hard to stay positive in that mood, but you know, if we can create like a momentum, like a different momentum, like a mood that, like even on the quiet day, our community, our holder can still like stay positive. You know, like we know that this last couple of days, our volume is low. We don't get that many holders as the other day. But if you look at the other market, and if you look at the project, like they still have, like, you know, the turnover, but it's lower than the other day. Because I've been checking, you know, I have to follow other projects as well. I have to look at the market to see what is going on, like how it's going, like what everything. So we've been low, but it's not only us, it's other projects that have been low as well. But you know, that's why, like, we on the way to do organically growth. So we want to get the organic holders, the holders that really comes to invest in our project by, you know, they really in this project, they're here for a long haul. But you know, we can get like increased holder by many way, but we don't want to do that. We want to build this community very strong and very organically, so the community really have the conviction, really passionate about the project and everything. So that's why we still stick with the organically growth. And the thing is, you know, we do a lot of things. You know, we have to run ads, we have to shoot, and we do a lot of ways to do the marketing to drive this project to get us moving. We're not like stay in one position that like we're not doing anything. Our admin teams and our moderator, we do a lot of things to keep this this project grow. So I just want to let you guys know that like we know that it's been slow, but we do many things to move this project forward.
Right. I'm like, for example, imagine that if a company that there's no sales, I mean, suddenly to you know, you have about is usually when you do sales, you have a kind of like quarterly target or monthly target or even you know yeah, so that's basically sales, right? So suddenly your sales suddenly drop, then as a salesperson or the sales manager, then you have to evaluate what things went wrong, right? So what metric that it went wrong, whether it's from the marketing or perspective or from the people perspective, the sales people perspective, what kind of strategy, what kind of sales methodology has been wrong. So as a person who run this project, of course, I will be responsible for, you know, the number of holders increasing, and also, you know, the goals that that we wrote in our roadmap, or you know, whatever white paper or things like that. Of course, we are not sitting still here to see things like that. But we are not. I mean, because I'm not type of people that, you know, give you guys a lot of things before it happened. So rest assured that, you know, whatever that things that happening, we are more clear than you guys. We are clearer than what is happening. The reason why, because we must understand that clearly, whether it's from the holder perspective or the sentiment of the holders, the feeling, the emotions, and things like that. So we understand all that factor, because if we don't understand, we cannot run the project. No, you can't. You may be able to run a project, but the project will not be sustained if you don't understand about all these things. If maybe you can be, you know, maybe you can be something that you can be very rich. You can, you know, you can throw in a lot of money to pump the token up. Let's say, for example, it can kill a zero right now. You can buy in 100,000 or 200,000, but it will not sustain, because that is not a long-term plan. A long-term plan, a long-term you know, a long-term horizon, like 6 months to a year. Then what is going to happen? It's not about money. Is not going to solve every single problem. But what solve the problem is you need to have a concrete plan and follow with it throughout. Of course, there will be a lot of hiccups and a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges along the ways. But you know, how are you going to deal with that? Is also another test for the people that who run the project as well. Not just, you know, because maybe one day tomorrow my developer tell me, okay, he's quit. What am I gonna do? Right? All these things is normal, because if I believe that everybody in the call right now, you guys are working in a corporations. You guys understand how a corporation works. You understand how a company works. But I'm not sure how many are there here is a business owner, or how many here have built a company from the scratch before. For myself, I don't run a company from, you know, build a company from scratch, but I myself, I have been working in startup for the last 7-8 years in my career. So, you know, it doesn't matter whether you are a salesperson. You have to do the job of the admin person. You have to do the job of the marketing person. Why? Because that is a startup. You have to carry everything, you know, from a very mundane task like data entry into an Excel sheet, like collect the data, like collect whether there is just say for example there are how many ships out there in the world, in the entire global globes, how many ships are there, how many coordinate are there. So all these things, all these steps. So running a cryptocurrency token is also the same thing. You need to understand the crypto landscape, and you also understand your competitors. You have to understand that, what other people doing so successfully, but what other thing that you didn't do so successfully. So all these things, it really matter in running a project. But of course, for some people might be, they have a kind of different visions. Maybe the target is, I can reach to maybe, let's say, for example, 50,000 holder, or maybe 100,000 holder, or even a 1 million holder, like just how Shiba Inu achieved. And then what's next? The question is what's next. Of course, what a lot of people maybe understand that, okay, I'm gonna earn $5 million, or even or maybe some people may be saying that, okay, I'm gonna earn $100 million just to retire myself and my family. Yeah, it's good. Then what's next? How are we gonna get that $100 million? And then what's next? I mean, you can earn $100 million, but then again, it's still if you don't know how to manage that, you can go bankrupted, or you can become zero very fast. I mean, if we thought that, we have a lot of money. So it's the same thing for running for Robo Inu. Let's say, for example, if now my constant question to myself or to the team is, okay, so today if we achieve 2,000 holder, then what's next? 3,000 holder, then what's next? And 5,000 holder, what's next? So how are we gonna keep ourselves motivated? At the same time, we also have to, keep the community engaged, and how are we gonna deliver what we need to, apart from things that we have been outsourcing, like marketing company and things like that. Of course, we cannot apply what we did in the past for the previous projects that, now we copy and paste those things into this project. No, it doesn't work that way, because of the fact that a lot of these people they don't understand the visions, they don't understand the roadmap and also the white paper. So that's why we have to understand, we have to whatever that we learn from other projects, it just become our experience and our lesson learned, successes and failures, so that it might work for the other project, then it become a failure. But then if the same methodology that we apply into this project, it might work, then it becomes success. So it becomes successful. So what I'm trying to say is we will sit down here and and looking at what is been happening. Like, let's say for example, we have a target of we want to achieve an increment of like 100 to 200 organic a real holder. But if we achieve that, then what is next? What is the next metric that we're going to measure ourselves? Or if we don't achieve that, what needs to be done in order to fill in the gap? So these are all the constant discussion that we have to discuss with the team, rather than just talking about marketing or things like that. Of course, we have to evaluate from a different metric as well. So if it tick all the checkbox, like from the community, from product, or from marketing and things like that, then definitely we will make it there. And we made it there together, not just I myself or Tommy or Terry or whoever run the project from the back end, like or original developer or whoever it is. No, but we will go there together as a community, as this the entire Robo News community. So this is something that I will give you my assurance and my my 100% of effort into this project. So this is, I will not give you a promise that okay, next month we're gonna hit 5,000 holder, or next month we're gonna have we're gonna list on this exchange and this that. No, that is not gonna happen, because I cannot assure that is gonna happen, because that is me. But then when it comes to things that involve different people, involve the community, involve a third party vendors, other companies and things like that, it's no longer in my control. What I can control is things that I can be control, which is the community, and also the community spirit, and and the tokens, the roadmap, and also vision. So that cannot be go wrong. I mean, whatever that we wrote, we will try to deliver that based on our roadmap very, very closely. And of course, we will try to expedite based on the the community's sentiment and feelings and things like that. So we do observe. We don't talk much. We don't give you guys a lot of promises like other token, but that is not something that you guys should be wary about, because based on the way how we do things is we rather, okay, so this is our result. So this is our answer, rather than giving you guys a lot of predictions and, a lot of promises. Okay, next month, this is this, and then things like that. So it will not work that way, because at the end of the day, who's going to take the responsibility if what we say will not turn out what we promise? So then eventually you guys will lose trust in us even more. So that is the most horrendous thing ever. So yeah. I mean, because you guys don't want to talk, so I just want to make sure that you guys, understand, and also understand our way of doing things, and also why we are like that, and how we are doing things, and things like that from the back end. So even if you guys are thinking about checking about the price or reflections and things like that, but we are checking a lot of things, not just the pricing. We concern a lot of factors into consideration, rather than just one, in order for us to make this token a success. And because I already dragging a lot of people into this token, not just by holder from a holder perspective, but rather than, the people that running the project, like designer or developer and this and that. So all these people are within my network and this and that. So not only taking the responsibility for the community, but I have to take the responsibility for all the people that involved into this project and working very hard behind the back end as well. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, I mean, feel free to just speak up, and I will be very happy to talk or to address those concerns as well.
Yeah, please, like, if you have any suggestion or you have like anything to comment on what we were talking about, please just speak up. We would love to listen and to what you have to say.
This is not a question, but it's just an observation and another positive, because some of the scam DMs that we've been receiving, I as well have received some, and if not for the fact that I was, part of the voice chat that we've been having, I would have clicked on those links and I would have been scammed, because I've had that some months ago and all that. And that's one positive thing about this VC, because of course I know what to expect. I know the information that has been passed across, and if I see anything otherwise, I know where to go back to Telegram and see, okay, this is not what we talked about in the previous VC that we had. So I've been able to avoid all of those links and all that. So, which is one good thing there. Every time I get all the information here, I know what to expect and what to avoid as well. So that's just one positive thing about being in the VC.
Thank you so much, DJ. And we also had a kind of like suggestions on our Reddit on that, we should do a VC with text, or like on YouTube live stream and things like that. Well, it's not about we are not wanting to do it now, but look at the participant right now. We have a 15 participant, and the more we want to engage with more people, like usually we do our VC at 9 p.m. Pacific time, and now we are doing around 10 p.m. and 10:30, because we really want to speak to the people from the other side of the world, meaning whether you are from the European side, or you are from a UK, or you are from Asia Pacific. So we want that kind of engagement. And then if you want to speak, you can even, if you want to be recorded in this VC, you can actually turn on your camera and then you can just speed up. So this is a kind of engagement that we want to build up, rather than, live stream on YouTube and then, communicate with the people outside there, and promoting about the token, but not with the people within the community. That is not something that we would like to do at the moment, because we want to make sure that, the community, if they have any questions, any doubts, they can actually talk to us. And the reason why we turn on the camera, because at least you guys can hear our voice and know that we are real, rather than just turn off the camera and then, just hear our voices, and then we don't even know who are we, or somebody is talking, not us. So that's the reason why we want to keep this momentum at least until we hit like 5,000 holders. So I don't know, but at the moment right now, we are not thinking of doing a live stream on YouTube, which is you have on the texting and things like that, like you guys see on Xinjiang or Saitama, because their community is very huge. So and I feel that the difficulty for the community to speed up, meaning that, you know, all the questions, it can just pick up one of the question that maybe developer like, or I don't know, but only the question that we wanted to answer, or from the developer side or from the community side, I don't know, but it was flash out that question that being answered on the screen, rather than, you know, being able to answer to anyone on the core. It is not being achievable in that kind of YouTube core or YouTube VC or AMA. So that's the reason why we still, you know, not go to that stage, because we want to talk to the community like now. So at least when you guys you know, have any concern about the project, about the roadmap, or about the listing, or whatever it is, you guys can just unmute and talk, rather than, you know, become a keyboard warrior and just keep chatting, and we don't know what exactly is going on behind the scene.
Well, I guess I'll turn on the camera now.
I mean, no, the purpose of this is because we thought that, you know, it could be nice that everybody can talk to one another, and at least you guys you guys know what we are and who we are. So I think this is something that I mean, it could be something that is a new normal, but let's try to do something new and something that, you know, different from other tokens, rather than just follow what they are doing. Because if that's the thing, then how different we are from other token, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to do something that disrupting and innovative, but then we have to think about things that doing things differently. So that's the reason why we have been trying to come up with different kind of campaign, whether it's a marketing campaign or a giveaway campaign and things like that, to encourage the community to be engaged, and also at the same time to promote the value that, you know, if you work hard, you will receive the rewards. So also is also the end goal of us is that if we are here continue developing into this project, whether it's the negativity, the FUD out there, we will conquer that, and then we will move even higher, or even become stronger as a whole community, together with everyone, every single one. So not just all these people outside there, whatever you are doing or whatever it is, we can just easily give up and walk away from this project. No, it is not that way. If you either you walk away, or we have to deal with it. So that is just the kind of message that we want the community to understand, and I believe that, you know, each single one of us, if whether you are you know, you are coming from the US, or you are Asians, or you are whatever it is, when it comes to Robo Inu, there is only one value, which is Robo Inu. So that is what we're trying to build this entire you know, community together, because I have seen a project that I built up you know, from initially, and how bad it is right now in terms of community is a very saddening thing. So I want to see this Robo Inu to go to the stage whereby everybody can just walk away from this token with a big smile, whether you are investing you know, $5 or even $10 or $20, but at the end of the day, you know, when you walk away from this token, you feel proud of being a Robo warrior, you being a Robo Inu community, and then, you know, it can help you to pay for your student loan or whatever it is at the end of the day. So and of course, we create a product that can help the people and promote the awareness of the cryptocurrency space as well, because a lot of people have this kind of notions out there that cryptocurrency is a scam, or meme coin is not something that can create a real utility. So this is something that we want to prove to the people outside there, the, you know, whatever they are, I mean, whether they are in crypto space or they are not in the crypto space, we are really working in a real product, which is something that is gonna help the people and gonna create the value, and also make an impact to the people's life. So whether now is 5,000, 2,000 holder, 5,000 holder, 10,000 holder, this value should remain unchanged. So as long as I'm still here, so don't worry about that. So of course, of course, there's a lot of concern about the project that we're gonna, but you never know until you see the real thing. Time will tell, and also time will prove whatever we say, whatever we deliver is correct.
So that's the message, So it's good to be like Robo warriors, We focus on our cause. Even that's a good day, that's a bad day, but we are warriors. So we focus on our goals, So that's the message, and that's the way.
So yeah, and of course, if you guys in the call right now, and feel free to enter the campaign that by Nick himself, do give that kind of support as well. About the best content. I mean, if you guys are not a Twitter user, feel free to enter your URL to the Reddit comments, and feel free to participate in this campaign. Because we also hope that Nick's campaign is kind of like a successful campaign as well, because that is something that his initiative. It definitely is not coming from me, or I'm telling him to run this. No, he just approached us, and he wanted us to help him to launch this campaign. So really hope that everyone in the call can support Nick, and also at the same time, if you guys or whoever you are that watching this video on YouTube, feel free to enter this campaign. And of course, you have a 24 more hours to enter this campaign. Once that close, it will automatically change to a voting system, and we'll go for 48 hours, and then we're gonna choose a winner. So that was when we're gonna launch the referral points for our holder.
So that's the most passionate Sheila. So you have about 24 hours left. So if you want to participate, you can participate now, and put your link in there, so you can get up to 3 links. And so for this campaign, we really want to get the engagement and the engagement from our community. So later on, when it's changed to the vote time, so we really hope that everyone in our community, like every single one who is here in our voice chat, or our holders, that can actually go to. I know that will be a lot of links in there, but if we can really go to every single one of the links, and read the content, really have the engagement, like to like that tweet, to like that Reddit post, or and like and comment and share that link. So that is really the engagement and the interactive that we want to have from our community, and really pick that one of the most passionate content. So that I really hope that we can spend a little bit of time to engage in this activity. So thank you.
And of course, if you guys don't have any more questions, then I will not keep this call longer. And of course, once again, thank you very much for joining wherever you are. And of course, I understand that DJ has been late for you in Chicago, and really, really appreciate always showing up here in also Danny. And so Danny's left. Okay, so yeah, and of course, Bobo early in the morning for you, and a couple of new faces, Nicola and also Smash Bunching. Welcome aboard as well. So I appreciate every single one. And with that, and I'd like to end this call, and have a good night, and also have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a good one, guys. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Good night and good morning. Bye.
Thank you.